Rightio guys, we're at Bay Park for the 5th round of D1NZ and Pete Dreaver here with the ABC Drift S13. He's decided to do the 5th round. So he's got a new power package under the hood and he's been out for 2 practice runs. And how's the car feeling, mate?
No, it's feeling really good. Our first round was a bit rusty. Haven't really driven since I think November, December. But yeah, second round we did alright. Starting to feel the car out, feel the track, getting our tyre pressure sorted and grip, and no grip, where the grip is and where it isn't. But no, all in all, it's feeling really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That second practice done amazing on the wall.
Yeah, we felt like we got a bit further out on the wall this time and actually pushed the limits a little bit more. Our ratio is not very good, but make do with what we got.
How's that new engine package going compared to the old engine setup?
Engine's good. We've gone to a 3-litre block now, so it's a 1.5. But no, it's really good at the moment, so yeah.
Awesome. Oh, well, we've got qualifying from 5 o'clock, so we'll be another practice round, I think, 3 practice rounds, and we'll be on.
Pete Dreaver, the next one out, 227 is his car number. It's a 1.5 JZ, making about 400 kilowatt, 450 kilowatt.
Yeah, and Pete also having a bit of a season off, but he's not scared to get out there and get it up against the wall. He is one of my favourite drift drivers actually to watch. He's very aggressive, very by nature, by driving skill nature-wise, but you get him out of the car and he's nowhere near aggressive. He's like one of the most timid people you meet. ABC Drift Kits on the side of that one. Of course, you can head along and get yourself a great Christmas, birthday, anything present.
For the kids.
And I got myself one for my son, and he loves it.
A is for what?
A is for
Moxie. And of course, if you want to get yourself a Moxie, we'd love to see you get yourself a Moxie. Or one of those case excavators, or that, I don't know, front end loader. They've all got names, they've all got things that they are available. They are pretty cool. So again, a huge thank you to the team from Mimico. What have we got there? We've got the Case Construction 921 wheel loader. That Case Construction 921 G wheel loader boosts over 90,000 kgs of breakout force and speeds up to 40 kilometres an hour, featuring a mid-mount cooling module and SCR emissions technology for an unmatched fuel efficiency without the hassle of particulate filters.
You know a lot about Moxies, Steve. I like that.
Well, that was the case. I can tell you about Moxies after this. And a Dynapack roller.
So Pete Dreaver leads the line in second. From out of time, ABC Drift Kits. And not scared to get up on that edge. And he moves right up by the wall. And the Ripco wall ride's going to come through. He'll make his way through to the top again. Grabs the box perfectly and into the dial ITM. Out of zone through the teardrop. We're going to keep qualifying on the start off the night for Pete Dreaver. And through the Mimico switch under the case excavators. Back onto the Ripco wheel ride. Nice and close to that. It's a really good. All the touching and Pete Dreaver put your hands together for that ride.
Heads down towards that beautiful looking, that's a Moxie articulated dump truck. I know about those as well, but I also know about Pete Dreaver. Again, it's going to come down the line, and we're just going to wait for the fog to dissipate, the haze to... Of course, with that Moxie, discover the unmatched stability and performance of a Moxie articulated dump truck with a unique forward-mounted turning ring and sloping rear frame. The Moxie maximises ground contact, but you can see it in the background as we see this Dale ITM replay riding on board with George from Inspire You as we head back underneath that. George had to go and give it a little bit of a dip as we head up to the teardrop.
So they're going to the case excavators that you talked about. We're going to take off and have a look at Pete Dreaver's second run. This time he's closer than he was the first time on that Ripco wall ride. Right out there with the guard all but scraping the wall as he throws it down on through into the Dale ITM teardrop through that inner clip. We're going to try and pick up that outer zone.
well. It's back up onto the gas. A nice smooth arc as he brings the nose back down, gets ready to grab that outside clip, and then back up on the wall we go. The big Repco wall ride, and he starts grazing that rear bumper again. This is pretty to watch. This is Pete Dreaver, ABC for kids. That was a nice run. ABC Drift Kids, check them out on all socials.
So Pete Dreaver's first run, he scores 90 points from Andrew Redwood, 90 points from Jarius Wharedo, and an 89 from Joel Counter. That gives him an average of 89.7, and straight to P1 after his first run does Pete Dreaver go in that ABC Drift Kids 13. We're still looking for the points from a second run, and I can tell you that all three judges have just scored Pete Dreaver with 93 each, giving him an average of 93, so he even betters his score, and he will sit atop the Pro Sport qualifying board to start the night.
Wow, that is sensational.
Morning, guys. We're going to the Saturday morning at Bay Park. We're just going to get a coffee because we need something to wake up with, eh? Yeah, we're just stopping in at BP here. Look at that. Coffee stop number 1. Race fuel, Pete reckons. Look at that thing. Oh, look at that. Little macaron. Whoosh. Wants a race with the big truck. Anyway, yeah, we're just going to go and get a coffee and be heading to the track to do driver's briefing, get the car ready, and we'll be on.
Is that what it? Yeah, is this like a... Because they do street car ones, don't they?
Rightio, we're just down in the pits at Bay Park, and Pete's just gone off to driver's briefing, so just going to do a check over the car. Already done all the turbo, just checked all the bolts, checked all the exhaust manifold, checked all the water, oil. So yeah, everything's looking good. I'm just checking all the steering at the moment, get all that, make sure it's all tight, and do some wheel checks, change the wheels, and then we will be looking pretty good. What do we got? Practices at 9 o'clock, so yeah, we'll be just getting the car ready for that, and then we'll be back on. Let's get some tools. Probably go with 14 in the old fucking, if I can get it out. There we go. And we'll go 10. Might go a 17. See what these do. Do some checks. 17. Probably. Rightio, so Pete's done all his practice runs now, so now all the pros are going out for their qualifying runs, so we're not till later on today. Like, was it 2:15ish?
Yeah, 2:15 I think, yeah.
So
we're back up, so we're going to buy into the top 16. Yeah, which I think they're going to have some grudge matches, then they're going to have the top 24, and then us in the top 16. So yeah, we're not up to about 2:15 hopefully. So we've got a bit of time. We'll change some tyres, get the car ready, and then it should be all good.
Yeah, we'll just go and watch all the rest until we need to get the car ready and warmed up again, and we'll be on.
Yeah.
Scott Brady here from PLC Engineering is checking the blogs on Pete's car. Find anything interesting, or is it alright?
Nah, it's all good today, eh? Yeah. A bit colder ambient air temperatures, so the normally air temps are slightly lower.
Yeah.
Should be making more power. Nah, it's all good.
Beautiful.
Still making same boost, so it's sweet.
Yeah. No issues then, that's what we want.
Reliable air.
Beautiful. So we're just lining up for top 16. Still got the top 24, I think they're running now, so Just brought the car over and letting it warm up. We've done all our checks, tyres are on, fuel, all our bulk checks, so we're looking pretty good. So yeah, we don't know who we're up against yet. Depends who wins out of the top 24. So we'll see. We're going to be facing Rody Knowles. He got through to the top 16. Weapon of the car, awesome driver. So yeah, we're just waiting for the other battles to be done and Pete will be up.
They're brighter when you turn the right ones on.
So Pete Dreaver, ABC Drift Kids.
I've got stickers.
And the S13 all the way from Taranaki, and we've got Rody Knowles, MTF Finance Cambridge, and his S13 as well from out of Rotorua. Are those giveaways or are those self-keepers?
That's the South Key Ring. And yeah, so there's a few bits and pieces down. I know if you go into the Stadium Lounge, and especially if you've got kids, go down and check out the ABC Drift Kids. They've got a couple of books and things down there. ABC Drift Kids in the Stadium Lounge, which is in behind the main grandstand. 227 is Pete Dreaver. He qualified really, really well last night. Rody Knowles, he's had to go up and take out the boss today. And that wasn't out for lunch. All right, here we go.
So it's going to be Pete Dreaver that leads out Rody Knowles after that qualifying hire. And Pete Dreaver straight out to the Repco wall ride. And contact. He just touches and goes. I like that little slogan from you there, Steve. Pitching that one off you. As they both go into the Dale ITM teardrop for the first time. Dreaver doing a good lead run here, which is opening the door for Rody. He's doing a pretty good chase as well. He's been fairly conservative through practice, but he's really showing us what he can do now.
Again too. So he'll come through to finish. I just love that we've got such an amazing team in the D1NZ, and our broadcast team are incredible. It's just good to see that Kaz is human. Okay, so there we go. But this is what I talked about. You have to keep your foot in it. So many people mentally, you've got to get your foot out of the gas and get on the brakes. No, Pete just jumped straight back in, and he's going to do it again on the same lap.
So they get back through there. They fill the right outer zone there. So good. Both drivers grabbing that clipping point on the way back through the Mimico switch and back onto the Repco wall road. Look for the contact from Dreaver right there. It is. And Rody Knowles, the proximity from him as well.
There we go. And then that was just, that was beautiful. Shout out to all of our broadcast team. Can still have rides on the Taurus monster truck. Pete Dreaver, he's going to be knocking on the door. Rody Knowles from the lead position.
So Rody Knowles now right up, but that's probably the closest we've seen to the wall at the moment, and he's shallowed off quite a bit. Pete Dreaver's reverted to the qualifying line. Can he close the gap up on Rody Knowles? They both grab the inner clip and wash out wide to the Dale ITM outer zone through the teardrop. Oh no, Rody Knowles is semi-over-rotated there. Pete Dreaver's done well to keep it in the drift in behind.
Oh, okay, we're going to have to obviously look at that. Rody Knowles, he's going, okay, I'm keen to go up and scrape the bumper against the concrete. As the sun comes out and messes up the cameras.
So I think that might have been an over-rotation from Rody.
Yeah, so he's come through and it's like the car stalled up, and it was like almost like he had to kick it, like clutch kick it again. We'll have a look at this yellow car coming out of the teardrop, ITM teardrop. So they're up on the Repco wall ride, did a really strong job at this point, comes under the switch, and from here we kind of want to see what happened with the yellow car.
So he throws it hard to get to that outer zone. He fills the outer zone really nicely. But at that point there, look at that, has to pile on the lock. And he really pulled the angle on. And I mean, Pete Dreaver had to avoid the collision, didn't he? He managed to keep it in drift, which was good. Will the judges deem what we think we saw as well, Steve? And,
things to consider, obviously, is areas that are or are not a decel zone, a deceleration zone. We'll go through the judges and we'll see which way they go. Pete Dreaver, Rody Knowles, which way is it going to go? One strike, Pete Dreaver's two strikes, and that's going to be enough. Pete Dreaver takes the win.
I think you're a little bit surprised at that result, aren't you?
I actually am really surprised. roadie actually opened up a fair bit of gap coming on the wall when we come back around, and yeah, I'm quite surprised we run that one, but maybe, hey, maybe our lead was a little bit better, I'm not too sure. I know we were sitting on the wall that time, and we're not meant to be, we should be just off it, but we were definitely on the wall, so.
Oh, well, it backs up your good qualifying P2, so you just got to keep rolling now.
Cheers, man, we'll keep going through, hopefully.
Nice to see the Drift Kids car back, buddy.
Yeah, cheers, man.
So Pete Dreaver, ABC Drift Kids, of course, head along into the corporate.
Got Zach checking our tyre pressures. What are we going to?
Secret, mate. It's a
Secret, not allowed to tell anyone, eh?
2 PSI.
40 pound. We're on. So now we're getting ready for top 8 battles now. We don't know who we're battling yet, but we'll find out. Might be Matty Joe. What's that? Brother.
I'll come see you after the battle, but I'm there. You're on focus. Okay, good. Okay. Every time on the car. Yeah, cool. No, that's good. I'm pleased to hear that. Yeah, I'm going to put it back before we lose that.
Either Ryan Perry or
year, we missed the season, we thought we'd do the final, and my main goal was to final round, so absolutely great. All right, we're going to get you entertained over that topic, but then we're going to do the opening presentations. Also, we're going to drink.
First place winner, how do you feel, mate? Hey, fucking on or what?
Yeah, we're on.
Fucking hell. Tyres and gas.
Good weekend.
Good weekend with the team, good work, teamwork. We're on. How do you reckon the weekend went, Zach? Yeah. Hey, here's some more Peter Dreaver fans over here. Yeah. Signatures. He's famous. The bro's famous.
We were sitting on the wall that time, and we're not meant to be. We should be just off it, but we were definitely on the wall. So.